All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of R&R with RTZ. I'm your host, Rahib T. Zaman, and the T stands for triangular.
And your co-host, Ariba Zatzaman. All right, so what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about Otakon and anime conventions. All right, so what is Otakon?
Otakon is an annual convention held in the summer months to celebrate Asian pop culture, like anime, manga, video games, you name it, and its fandom. And it's a convention that's held Friday to Sunday in Washington, D.C.
Yep. So it's actually been in D.C. for the last few years, but originally it was in Baltimore, Maryland.
How many times have you gone?
I've gone a lot of times. My first time was in 2015 or 2016. And I've gone, I believe, every year since then that it was open. So I've gone there when it was Baltimore, and I've gone there since it's come closer to us in D.C. And we've been going last 2 years.
I think so.
Yeah.
2 or 3?
Yeah, since pretty much it opened after the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been going there.
It's a lot of fun.
But yeah, it's probably the biggest anime convention in the DMV area. As far as I can tell, I would say the second one would be Katsucon,
Which is just as fun.
Yeah,
But
I think it's a bit smaller.
Yeah.
Otakon. What makes Otakon so big and so great is that it's not only just like a farmer's market type of situation where there's a bunch of vendors, local artists, and local shops just selling stuff, but there's also
they have a lot of cool panels.
Yeah, so many different workshops, panels.
They have dance competitions.
They have that. They have all these very anime-centered events, like Maid Cafe. Not anime-centered, it's more Japanese pop culture-centered, like Maid Cafes, gaming centers with all these retro Japanese arcade games that you'd see in like Tokyo or Akihabara. What else?
But honestly, spending the entire time buying things is the best part.
If you have the money.
Yeah, you gotta have money if you're gonna go to Otakon. Okay, so for this Otakon, we both decided to do some cosplay. I was Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew, and you were Who are you?
Excuse you. I was Nanami Kento from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Whatever. So we had a little competition to see who would be asked to get pictures taken of, or who has the most compliments on our cosplay. And
I won.
How much did I beat you by?
You didn't.
I did beat you. I got
in the
39.
40s. Wow.
No, you are such a liar. Oh my gosh. No. So
40s.
I got to 39. I was so close to 40, and he had like 33, I think, or 32, something like that.
33 probably when I left to go to the photo shoot for Jujutsu Kaisen, and then after I came back, it was too high to even remember.
Yeah, no. And I just want to point out, I was beating him, and then I had to change because my shoes were killing me. And I was still beating
cosplay,
him.
That's your problem.
No, but
you had to change because the cosplay beat you.
No.
Dang.
No.
Dang.
You wore a suit and tie.
All I hear is excuse. In the 90-degree weather
yeah, we were
that
inside.
weekend.
We were indoors.
It was
Calm down. We were indoors. And
terrible.
We were walking around. My feet issues are so much more of a bigger...
Your feet issues? Yeah. It was regular boots. Not even heels.
They were healed. They were healed and super, super tight.
They're regular boots. Super tight. You should have just bought, proper sized shoes.
I did buy my size. I did buy my size, but I had to make sure it fit and didn't slip off my calf.
Wow. Slip off your calf?
Yeah.
It's like almost knee-high boots. Why would they slip off?
What do you mean? If it doesn't have good grip, then it's going to fall. Anyways, I beat him by a landslide, if you ask me.
She did.
My costume was awesome. Pink wig, pink contacts, pink eyeshadow, pink dress. I even had ears. Pink. It was pink everywhere.
It's too much.
And I even wore a wig. You wore no wig.
I didn't need a wig. I went the full mile and dyed my hair blonde.
His hair is not even blonde. It's like lavender.
Whose hair?
Yours.
You're blind.
You're blind.
Wow, I'm so mad because she lost. This is what we call a salty loser.
Anyways, whatever. So I had mentioned that shopping was my favorite thing to do when it comes to Otakon, just because I love buying all the pins and the posters and the keychains and the plushies, like this one right here, if you're watching the video. Yeah, so my favorite thing was to shop the entire time. I ended up spending about $700 at this con.
$700? How?
Okay, maybe he didn't know that.
Oh my God.
We can talk about this later, boo.
Jesus. But yeah, like I said, these conventions can be very expensive because the vendor section, they call it the dealer's room, and then the artist alley, they're huge. They have so many local artists, not even
And
local,
they're all
just artists
so
coming
talented.
up. Yeah, and then they have a bunch of vendors that come and sell, technically some licensed, some unlicensed products and stuff. But they range from like anime figures, posters, car decals, vinyls, clothes,
Stickers, air fresheners.
yeah.
Some people have license plate things. But then there's some unique things too. Like someone had burned on cool like designs on cork boards to be like a pin board.
Yeah.
Which
you
is
get
pretty cool.
Weapons.
Yeah.
So metal swords, bamboo swords.
What
One
they're
of my favorite
missing
animes.
are staffs from animes. Like they have all the swords and stuff, and I get it, it's cool. But like there's so many magical wands and staffs that should be out there. I would buy them in a heartbeat. Like I found Pokemon badges, which was like the coolest thing ever. And I instantly like bought them, and now I stare at them every day. So like imagine how many staffs I would buy. I'm a little sad that you didn't get to buy a sword this year.
Yeah, I try to make it my tradition to get a sword from the one place that sells like actual metal swords. I think it's called Blade Works is the vendor's name. But since since my first Otakon in 2015, I've been getting swords from Otakon.
But he made a mistake this time. He was thinking about getting the Sasuke Uchiha sword and then decided not to. And then when he finally decided he was going to, it was sold out.
Yep.
So that's one big thing about cons. If you see something you like and you're like, oh, I might come back for it, you should come back for it as soon as possible because it will get sold out. And that happened to me 3 times.
So that's the thing about this year's Otakon. Normally Otakon, like I said before, is a huge con. But this year, they had record numbers of attendees. They had 40,000 people attend Otakon over the 3 days that was open.
15,000 more than last year.
Yeah, it's been crazy. And yeah, it's probably there's like the pandemic definitely attributed to this. People were locked up, and Otakon was closed for 2 years. So
and
this is the second year back open. So now everyone's fully back into the swing of things. We still have to wear masks as per DC mandate to be in the convention.
I was actually surprised.
Yeah, because I've been to other cons this year in the area that didn't need masks, but they were smaller venues, and it wasn't in DC specifically, so the district has more stricter rules sometimes. And then monkeypox came back this summer.
Came around, yeah.
There's that. But because of those 40,000 people, it was jam-packed. Of course, the vendors.
Gosh, yeah. We had ordered our badges way ahead of time, and we were like, oh, we're going to skip all these lines. No, we were in lines every day.
So the general thing is that if you want to skip the lines to get your badge and actually enter the con, you order it online months before or like a year beforehand. And that's what we did because we didn't want to wait in lines like we did last year. So we ordered the badges online and they came in the mail. We're like, all right, we just got to flash these and walk right in. But no, they had to do COVID checks. So you had to go in
like
and
a vaccine check.
show your vaccination card. So that was a second line, even if you already had your badge to get in. And then
the next day was just as hectic. Everyone who had a badge and their vaccine wristband still had to wait in line because there were so many people. And they still do security checks to make sure you're not, bringing anything bad in. So that took forever. I think that took 30 minutes. I remember looking at the clock. And I was like, I'm going to time how long this takes. And it took 30 minutes. But it felt like forever. And by then, my feet were already hurting, from the shoes we were talking about earlier.
And then the lines were even worse because that weekend we had the heat wave that's been going on this summer. So it was 95 degrees outside. was crazy. Everyone was waiting outside. We had some friends that come in Saturday, and it was their first Otakon. But they had to wait in line when they came around noon or 1 p.m. for like an hour. They just sat in line in the heat, and I'm sure it was terrible for them. Luckily, we didn't have to do that badly, and we got to wait in line indoors.
Yeah, we got lucky in that part.
I'd hope so. What was the whole point of getting a badge early then, you know?
There were some people with badges that were outside in the heat. I think we just got lucky and got into the right entrance.
That's another issue of Otakon. It was so big that there was definitely some miscommunication among the staff. Because there's staff that's works with Otakon. That they're part of Otakon or Oracorp, whatever their company is called. I think they're all volunteers or whatever. But then there's also staff of the actual convention center who work there. They're not affiliated with Otakon. They just help whatever convention or events happening there. Mm-hmm. So there's a miscommunication between the two parties at some points. And then, like, if you ask the staff members of the convention center where to get in line and stuff, they just tell you the generic line that everyone is in, despite your vaccination status or your badge status. So the first day, we almost had to wait in line for almost like an hour because we got on the wrong line, thinking that we would have to wait in this big-ass line to get our vaccination wristband, even though we had our badges. But then, like, 10 minutes in, we just happened to pass by a Otakon staff member. We asked them, okay, we already have our badges. Can we just get our vaccination wristband? And they just took us to a stand to the side and gave us our wristband, and we just walked in. So that shaved off so much time of our day. And no one else knew that unless they would go and ask them. Mm-hmm. They weren't advertising that. So it was just...
It would have been a bummer if we were stuck in that line any longer.
Because, like, for our favorite thing is the shopping, the dealer's room and the artist alley. And they have a time limit. They're, like, noon to 8 or something like that. So depending how long the lines are, you have only so many hours to explore the huge artist alley or dealer's room.
Well, aside from the dealer's room and the artist alley, there are some cool panels and workshops. I personally tried to go to the Teaching with Anime panel, and I was really excited just because I am a teacher and I do want to incorporate anime into this classroom. And I don't really know which animes would be perfect for elementary level. But the second I walked in, the first thing the guy said was, "Hey, everyone, sorry if you're an elementary school teacher. I have nothing to share with you." And I was like, all right. Peace out. I could have been shopping this whole time, and then all the rooms closed, and I was really sad.
Yeah, every year I look up their schedule, and I see a bunch of panels that I would love to, or at least I'm interested in going. Same. And by the time I get to the convention, I get so distracted by the dealer's room or the artist alley that I just don't want to go to the panels. So I never do. I've gone to like one, maybe.
Yeah. I think last year I went to a Sailor Moon panel, and I stayed for the entire thing. But that was a really good panel.
Yeah. One thing I've done outside of the shopping is photo shoots. So this year I did the Jujutsu Kaisen photo shoot, and then last year we did Demon Slayer photo shoot. Yeah. But they're just what do you expect from a photo shoot? You get the whole group picture of everyone in the anime that's dressed up. And then,
but there's no like nice lighting or background. Like
it's in the hotel like ballroom. Yeah, so it's like
and it's not
set up like a photo studio. It's just everyone gets together, they pull out like a $500 camera and take a picture.
But you know what's funny? They do have places where you can sign up or pay to do photo shoots.
They do. I don't know if it's paid. I think it might be free.
Is it
It's
free?
An actual photo shoot area.
Why don't they actually take all that equipment? Yeah, why don't they take that equipment and put it in the ballroom?
Well, it's only, but if you look at them, it's only so much. They have a backdrop, but it only fit like one person, maybe two. They're not gonna do that for a whole 30 people cosplaying an anime.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That's way too much stuff.
I think next year we should do one of those pictures though, and get like a really cool picture of us in our cosplay.
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna spend the time and effort, that's the other thing. When it comes to Otakon, it's actually nicer to be closer to the venue. So if you want to get ready and just go, you can like wake up at a decent time and take your time and get ready and then just plop over.
Yeah, that's why like the hotel rooms around the convention center are really popular. So Otakon just ended the last week of July, and they opened up registration or hotel room registration for the following year in 2023. Mm-hmm. And within 2 hours of them opening the registration, all the hotel rooms were reserved or booked. And it was gone in a flash. It was ridiculous, and they're not cheap either. They're like $200-300 a night, and for the 3-day weekend or 4-day,
Yeah, but
you
it's
gotta be
very
there.
convenient.
It is very convenient. You're in walking distance, 5-minute walk there, so you don't have to worry about going home. If you even live in the DMV area, going home, driving home, parking your car in DC for a long periods of time is always a hassle. So there's a lot of issues. So being right in walking distance to the con is a very big plus, but it can be very costly. So we probably won't do it.
Yeah,
Just
but there's a
take
lot
the
of
L.
Airbnbs nearby too. So we might do that.
One thing we did this year was we took our dog. We got an Airbnb that can fit our dogs, our 2 dogs, and we took them there, so we don't have to worry about daycare for them or having to go back home to feed them and everything. But I don't know how good that was because it was a small room, and in the end, they were just locked up in that room the whole day.
They would have had more fun at daycare.
Yeah.
I think next year we'll, take account for daycare and Otakon prices and all that stuff. But I mean, you live and you learn. That's how you get through things,
One good thing about a convention is that the actual ticket is the cheapest thing.
Yeah.
Or even though Otakon's a big one,
ones.
early bird is still $75 for the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's
3 days.
pretty good.
So that's under $100, and compared to some of the figures you might buy there, that's already cheaper than that.
But I think you told me once that sometimes at conventions they do hike up the prices of figures.
Yeah, that's one other thing.
You should always make sure you have good internet service so you can check the prices online. Because you don't want to buy something overpriced for no reason.
The vendors can mark up the prices however they want. I mean, just like any business, honestly.
Yeah.
But since I think since the pandemic, prices for figures and anime stuff have gone up. It's just the economy these days. Even if you look online, there's figures are normally easily $200 for a regular 1/16 scale or something. But it's ridiculous. But the vendors at a convention do usually hike up their prices, so always be vigilant. You might find some deals or something rare that you can't find outside of Japan.
Oh my god, that Sailor Moon thing. Remember? You remember? Okay, so one of the deals that I saw was this cool Sailor Moon keychain thing, and it was Luna, and I saw one person have it for what was it, $45, and I was like, oh my god, I saw this in Japan for $10. I'm not gonna get this, that's ridiculous. And then I go over to a different vendor and they have it for $16, and I'm like, okay, still more expensive than Japan, but when am I gonna go back to Japan to get this? And way less cheap, or way more cheap than the one from the other vendors. Cheaper. I'm like, whatever. It was
there were definitely some good deals. We found some place that was selling mystery boxes for half the price. We'd find them at
a local
hobby store. It was crazy.
We snatched them up. Yeah, honestly. I got repeats though. I was really disappointed.
That's the game you play.
I know. I do like the game.
That's the game you play.
And I have people to give it to, so it's okay. There is this one specific artist that didn't come this year, and I'm really sad about it. His name is Mamobot, and I'm totally gonna tag him in this clip. So
really,
yeah,
okay.
I need this clip. Anyways, Mamobot, who's on Instagram, makes beautiful, beautiful drawings of different characters from video games and anime and whatever. And he's so talented. And I got an Anjawomon pin from him last year, and I was really hoping he'd come this year, and he did not come. And he has so many cool new designs, and please come next year. Please.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't come this year. But I think there was another popular convention happening in the country. I think it was Aniplex or something like that. I heard someone talking about that.
No, he wasn't at anything.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He stopped.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
Stopped. Tragic.
I'm sad.
Tragic.
It's because he has a pin subscription, so you can subscribe to his pin weekly or monthly pins that come he creates. So I think that's where he gets his revenue. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Yeah, do it for the money.
I will say one pin though is $50, $100 depending on the pin, but his pins are oh my god, and they're huge.
50 to 100.
Yeah, I think I spent $50 on the Anjawomon last year.
What?
It was the most expensive thing I've ever bought. Because I don't like spending more than 20 to 15.
Yeah, but you spent $700 that weekend.
Yeah, but that's because I bought a lot of things. Like, I bought a lot of things. So it was worth it.
I feel like we bought more stuff last year.
I think I bought little things last year. But I definitely spent more money this year. I don't know.
I didn't buy as much this year, I think.
No, I bought more than you, and I'm surprised.
I think I spent like $500 to $600. I think last year I spent like $1,000.
But you also got like a few things that were just a little bit more expensive. That's why you're still close to my number.
Yeah, I got some clothes that are usually like 40 to 50.
And you got like those cork boards.
Yeah, but that was like 4 cork boards for $60.
Have yours come in yet?
No, they're shipped.
Oh.
I'll be here this week, maybe next. Yeah, I only got one figure this year because I was making sure to only get ones that were, well, technically 2. I found a Nendoroid for $60. That was my biggest deal.
Oh, the Persona one?
Persona 5 Joker Nendoroid.
Yeah.
Because Nendoroids are usually $80 to $90. So
yeah, that was a really good deal. That was the same place that had the mystery boxes for half the price.
That place was a godsend.
Yeah, there's too many people, or else I would have stayed there longer. Yeah. All right, so cosplay. Would you do it again?
It depends. I gotta find the right character. I don't like buying cosplay clothes that I'll never wear again. It has to be practical. That's why I chose Nanami, because his outfit is a suit. I can just wear a suit anywhere. Mm-hmm. And I got an opportunity to get a nice suit, so.
I feel like I would go all out and buy the full set, wig, costume, everything, because I could use it for like my makeup TikToks or, whatever I'm thinking of doing with it. Dress up one day for fun. I would reuse it.
She's never dressed up for fun.
I do too.
She never does that. I wear my Zenitsu outfit more than she does.
Okay. Listen, Shinobu I literally wore my Shinobu outfit for Otakon, so. Huh.
So you admit it, you never wear it elsewhere.
No, I would.
You would, but you don't.
I haven't yet. But anyways, I mean, I would definitely use the wigs again. I'm okay with buying the wigs because I could wear different wigs. I mean, I got different colored contacts too, so I'm going to use those. I did it for my most recent video, so there's that.
Wigs are weird. I got a wig for my Gojo cosplay the first day.
Looks great on me.
It was just not look good on me. I should have cut it more to make it look like Gojo's hair.
I thought your brother was going to cut it.
Yeah, it's too late now. Otakon's over.
Oh.
He's cutting it now.
Oh.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm definitely going to borrow that wig too, because who knew I would look great in short gray hair? Like,
it's going to be you in 10 years anyway.
Yeah, so. You're making me gray right now. Like I told you guys, I dressed up as Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew, or Mew Mew Ichigo, whatever you want to call her. I saw 2 other Ichigos, and it was really, really cool because I didn't think anyone else was going to dress up as her, but I didn't see the other characters. I have not watched the remake of Tokyo Mew Mew just yet. I'm waiting for all the episodes to come out, and I'm going to have to find some pirated website to watch it on because I don't have... What is it, High Live or High Live? Something.
High Dive.
High Dive. There we go. I don't have that subscription.
So many channels.
Too many channels.
I just want to Crunchyroll, just bring it all together.
Yeah, man. Or Funimation, something.
They're the same now.
Oh my God.
Crunchyroll bought Funimation.
See, why can't there just be one anime place instead of Boruto being on Hulu and the movies being on Amazon and, come on. All the Pokemon things are mixed up too. Netflix doesn't have all of them.
You gotta buy the rights.
Buy them faster, people. Buy them faster.
Yeah, there was a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen cosplays, obviously, since it's still very popular right now. Mm-hmm. The photo shoot was big. There are a lot of Nanamis. Me and the Nanamis got pictures together. We had the gang up, the fuck work gang. And then this one Gojo came up to me to take a picture, and then another one came up to me and gave me a little piece of paper. He said, "This is very important. Open it." And took it and opened it, and it was a penis. Just a little weeby. And I turned around and you're just laughing at me. This is why I don't respect Gojo.
Hey.
That was a Nanami line. You wouldn't get it.
Oh.
She doesn't actually watch the show. She's a fake
I've only
fan.
watched the movie.
She
but
came
I've
and
watched
watched the movie for some reason.
I watched the movie and fell in love with Gojo, so that's all that really matters. I understand the love for him. His eyes, oh my god.
Oh god. Oh god.
So I think from all the cosplays that I did see, the one that stood out to me the most was a Princess Tutu and her dark counterpart. I can't remember her character's name, but oh my gosh, it was so well done. And then I asked for a picture and she straight up like did like a whole ballerina pose and put her leg all the way up in the air. And I was like, what is going on right now? And it was amazing. So, yeah. What about you? What stood out to you?
I think what stood out the most, usually, I mean, this is my, 7th con, I think. Maybe more, maybe double digits. So there's always super good cosplays. She's mad because she was too lame to go to one before.
Yeah, my mommy never let me.
I've been going since I was in college.
Okay.
My own money.
Yeah, I didn't have money.
Oh, you don't have money now either.
Yeah, but I have yours.
She doesn't. But my favorite cosplay this year was probably these 3 guys that dressed up as Gundam characters. Not Gundam characters, actual Gundam mobile suits, the actual mecha suits. There was a unicorn and a unicorn banshee and a third one. I think it was RX-78. But they had like made them out of like cardboard or foam or something, and they had a full-on costume that was pretty like innovative, honestly.
It was really cool.
That was good. I think overall, my favorite costumes over the years, I think my first Otakon in like 2015, I saw a whole group of people, guys, I think, dress up as buff Pokemon.
Oh.
No, it was Magikarp Power Rangers. They're all in Power Ranger outfits, but they're all orange and with Magikarp heads.
Oh.
That was funny. That was just unique. You remember that. So.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
I saw the whole set of Sailor Scouts this year. That was pretty cool.
There's always a Sailor Scout set.
Yeah, that's true. And I remember my first year at Otakon, I saw the Mermaid Melody Crew, which was really, really cool. And you don't see that anymore. I saw a girl dressed up as the Cardcaptor outfit that I really wanted to get, but it was sold out when I tried purchasing it. I was really, really bitter. But she looks so good, like so good. I was like, oh my God, that could have been me. But it wasn't.
It wasn't. Ichigo is Ichigo. Ew. Ew.
I don't know what to do next year. What would you do?
I don't know. Might be a new anime out by next year that's popping.
But see, doing all the poppin' ones, everyone's going to dress up as it. I like being different.
Yeah, until you ran into your 3 other
you
Ichigos.
ran into like 50 Nanamis. I had 2 other Ichigos.
I have no problem with that. I drew up Nanami is popular because he's great. He represents all of us.
Yeah.
In our struggle against capitalism.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. Okay, I was thinking Starfire or Raven just because I really like their outfits and I would pull it off. Or I had one more. I can't remember. I don't know. Some magical girl, I guess.
I could try. I mean, my original plan was Xanzus from Hitman Reborn. Another suit character, so.
You should be the bald guy.
The what? What bald guy?
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of One Punch Man. Never mind. The bald guy.
Yeah, I'm not being Saitama. His outfit is very unflattering. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who I'd be. But we'll definitely be going next year. We'll get tickets in advance as usual. Oh, Kakashi.
Yeah, no, be Kakashi. You should be Kakashi. And I can be I don't know.
We can be classic Naruto Hinata.
We could be. But see, I don't have
the adult versions.
I don't have the Byakugan contacts, but I do have the Sharingan.
Yeah, to spend $700 more.
Oh, well. They weren't $700. Actually, the place I got my contacts was I think they pronounce it Tide Eye, I think. But they had the Sharingan contacts, and that was really, really cool. But I need to get the Byakugan ones. But every time I look them up, they look really lame. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I could totally be a cute Hinata or, you know, a sexy one, whatever. And you'd be the goofy Naruto.
No, I'm gonna be the sexy Hinata.
Okay,
Yeah,
and I
didn't see that coming.
can be the sexy Jutsu for Naruto.
No, thank you.
Yes. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot.
The whole place is gonna stink more than usual.
I think I can get like a cool bra and underwear set where I can like hot glue gun clouds all the way around. Yeah, I could do that, and I use pipe cleaners to get the cotton balls to go all the way around me to make it look like smoke. I got this. I just need his wig.
Oh God,
I'm gonna do it.
it's gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be a hot mess. Hey,
That's not a good thing either.
it's gonna be hot. Hey.
Okay, so overall, Otakon always great. I've been to other cons this year too that are also good. We're going to the Fairfax Comic Con in 2 weeks of this recording date, and also we have Conjutsu this weekend as well.
Oh
So
crap!
we have 2 more cons this month.
I have no money, so it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Luckily, they're smaller cons, so hopefully they just won't have anything good, and we won't buy anything. Perfect.
Yeah.
Win-win, you know?
No, I want to buy stuff.
She has a problem.
I do.
A spending problem.
I do.
And she's a school teacher, so
Yeah.
she doesn't have the means.
My classroom is Pokemon themed.
Nerd.
I love it.
Oh God. In terms of the other cons, I've been to Fairfax Comic Con as one. They have Super Smash Con here as well. I've been to Big Lick Comic Con this year, and there was an Katsucon as well. I think there was another one. I can't remember.
Awesome Con?
Awesome Con, yeah. Yeah, Awesome Con was actually held at the same place as Otakon, and that was a few months ago, but it was like a fifth of the size of Otakon. It was just in the dealer room of Otakon. The whole convention was in there. And if you've ever been to the Walter E. Washington Convention Center, that place is huge, absolutely massive.
Yeah. And Otakon uses the whole place.
The whole space. But this one con just used that one room, so I'm wondering how much money they lost, like trying to rent out that whole spot just for one small room. But that was more of a Comic-Con or Western comic centered convention. So it was Big Lick Comic Con and obviously Comic-Con that we're going to in 2 more weeks. They're all smaller. And they're more Western comics focused, so you'll see a lot more DC, Marvel, and things centered around that. And then Katsucon, we said before, it's pretty much the second biggest anime convention in the area. They usually hold it at the Gaylord Hotel at National Harbor, Maryland. Same thing as Otakon, they got panels and workshops and a lot of cosplay events, and of course, Artist Alley and Dealer's Room.
It's just a little bit smaller.
I overheard at Otakon, someone was comparing the two, and they're saying Katsucon is less beginner cosplay friendly, meaning that everyone who cosplays there goes super hard. They're really dedicated to the craft, and they're really they're just super dedicated, and they make really crazy cosplays, and they're trying to be as authentic to the source material as possible. Whereas Otakon, it's a lot more beginner friendly. People just dress up half-heartedly or hazardly, I guess. So it's more half-assed, maybe, yeah. But it's more open to everyone to do whatever they want. And I guess they made it sound like Katsucon was more judgy.
You can do like renditions of a character, whereas like at Katsucon, it's more of the authentic characters. Like, for example, if I wanted to dress up as Hinata in regular clothes, like that would be almost acceptable at Otakon.
I think Katsucon, because the Gaylord is a really nice hotel, really fancy, they have better places for photo shoots, and they take it a little more seriously. I think the photo shoots there are just better organized. Maybe that's what she was saying. What that person was saying, but that's what it is. I never really got into the photo shoots at Gaylord. I just know that it looks nice and the cosplays did look great. But yeah, I'm excited for the next 2 cons that we're going to in the next 2 weeks. Those will be fun, small ones, but the Otakon withdrawal is serious. After the weekends, you're like, oh my god, I wish I could go back immediately.
The best part of after Otakon weekend is putting everything up that you bought. Like all the things that I got, I was so excited to put my posters in frames, put them up in certain places, put my pins on my pin board, put my keychains in the right places. I got 1 book, got some plushies. Like organizing the room with the new things you get are so much fun. But once that's over, you sit back and you're like, I need more. I need to do more.
Or you sit back and
enjoy it.
Everything, financial decisions.
No, I don't regret anything.
Okay.
You know what I do regret? Not buying more, actually.
You spent $700.
Yeah, but there were so many things. Okay, listen, I taught summer school this summer, so I can spend that money at Otakon. I was not like, I'm not over here like, oh, I don't want money. No, I did summer school for Otakon. So I had money to spend, but I didn't go back to buy the things I really wanted, or I just forgot or didn't have the time or whatever. But I do regret not buying some things.
Yeah. Same.
And I don't want to feel that way. I think because of the time of our Airbnb and everything and bringing the dogs, I think we learned next year we're going to stay
out on things because our Airbnb check-in was at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. on Friday, and the convention opened up that Friday morning, so we missed that whole morning. And getting to DC, checking in, and then going to the convention center, getting in line, it was already like 6 p.m. by the time we actually entered and were able to do stuff.
There's just less shopping time because of that.
Less time. And then they do have stuff Sunday, but it's only till like 4 p.m. But we didn't do Sunday. We left right in the morning because our checkout time was Sunday morning. So ideally next year we'll be going from Thursday to Monday kind of situation.
Yeah, and because it's the summer, I don't need to take off. Woo!
I
Summer
will
break.
need to.
You work?
I work like a normal person every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but Thursday you can take off a little early, and then Fridays you don't work. So like,
I always work 24/7. Small business, man.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute.
All right, guys. I think that's it for this podcast. We talked a lot about Otakon and anime conventions in general.
Yeah, this was fun. And this was real. It was real fun.
Oh my God. Jesus.
I love the cringiness. It's so fun.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You're fired.
You're fired. You can't fire me off my show.
This is not your show. This is my show.
Yeah, but they
anyway,
don't come from our voice.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.